So this is when I was at Eielson, and I was flying the A-10. The airplane was built to be tough. It can land with one engine out, one of the vertical stabilizers missing, half a wing gone, and still land. Tough airplane. It can take a 23 millimeter shell anywhere and a 37 millimeter shell in the cockpit because there's a titanium bathtub. I was out at a place called Blair Lakes Range. It's a controlled gunnery range, and I was shooting the 30 millimeter cannon, which is what the A-10 is famous for. The gun is the size of a Volkswagen. On this particular day, there was a malfunction, and some of the rounds kicked back into the ammo can, and it blew out the bottom of the airplane. There was somebody in the range tower that actually saw when I was strafing this. I had my wingman join on me, and he says, "You're really not going to like this," because the nose gear was all blown away. I went through and evaluated the options. One of them would have been to bail out, which I had no interest in doing. So after discussion with engineers and stuff, we decided to put the gear up and land gear up on, I also got a 15,000 foot runway. And so what I basically did was I flew the airplane in level flight at 160 knots, whereas the normal approach speed was 120 knots. And I actually flew it onto the runway. By the time I landed, we had 5 cameras along the runway. The whole thing is documented on film, but half the base was out there to watch it. But it really was kind of anticlimactic once we figured out what we were going to do. The airplane is so tough that they jacked it up, did some sheet metal repair on the bottom, and it flew a week later.
What was your call sign?
Iceman.
You're the Iceman.
No, that was the call sign that I used. Anyway.
And you'll see here in just a moment one of the guys reaching underneath and pulling the nose gear open by hand. AFLC has asked that